Here's the quick. Pass to Olajuwon. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. So the Houston 5 right now. And it's the Monster in at the 2. The baseline J is on the way. Offensive rebound. Good work there as it goes. Ewing's got 4 points in the quarter.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
Here's Olajuwon. And it's Ewing with a rebound.
That's the shot you hope for. Right at the rim, just couldn't capitalize.
Ward passes to Houston. Off the mark there with a 3.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Here's Willis, covered by Johnson. There's the drive. And it's Willis missing. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Knicks. 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Here's Houston. Oh, and it's over! They are the NBA champions!
The Houston team, 81. Thanks again, folks, for coming out and supporting your basketball team. Drive home safely and see you again soon.
Hello, and thanks for joining us, folks, for this midweek NBA action on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, with David Aldridge roaming the sideline. We've got Baltimore taking on Portland.
Here we go.
So Baltimore wins the tip. Now the starting group for Baltimore. They've got Smith. He's out there with Abdul Rauf. Tony Kukoc is out there with Sabonis. And it's Abdul Rahim in at the 4 spot. Now here's Sabonis.
Oh, they've got their eyes on him, calling the foul right away.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Abdul Rauf against Anderson. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Kukoc. Over Robinson. Kukoc can't get it to go. And Robinson with a clear path to the basket. And they pick up 2. Robinson's got the first points on the scoreboard for the Trailblazers. Anderson against Abdul Rauf. Outside, Kukoc. Over Robinson. That misses off the backboard. And here are the Trailblazers. Pass to Ryder. Back to Anderson. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. Just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
Smith no good on the free throw. And it's Anderson with the ball for Portland. A little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. That one goes. Counted.
The floater is so tough to defend against. Nothing defenders can really do but shake their heads.
Driving inside. They get the rebound. It's been a quick start for Portland. 4-point game. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Nice D from Sabonis. Now the pass to Smith. Second shot opportunity. Barkley grabs the board.
Just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
Yeah, the defender all over.
The Trailblazers shooting their first free throws of the night right here.
First team foul.
And that one falls for Barkley.
Barkley. 2 shots.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Baltimore on offense. They trail by 6. Passes it to Abdul Rauf. Tipped away. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Here's Barkley. And the layup's good off the glass.
Out to a hot start. 4 makes and 5 shots to begin this ball game.
Abdul Rauf kicks to Sabonis. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And how about the terrific use of the crossover there to just throw the defender off balance.
Kukoc against Robinson. Anderson outside. Six to shoot. Here's Barkley, and then Barkley with the dunk.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
Offensive rebounding is about hustle and determination. Huge putback, making a statement there.
That's his second foul of the first quarter, and they may want to sit him for. Wow, to avoid number 3.
Wallace is checked in for Powell.
Substitution for Portland.
Here's Abdul Rauf. Hasn't made one yet. 6 on the shot clock. Fires, high post, rebound by Wallace.
Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake.
Now here's Anderson. Wallace outside. Pass to Ryder. Tries again. Baltimore with the rebound. Here's Abdul-Rauf. Here's Kukoc. Rebound by Wallace. Trailblazers leading by 8. Anderson outside. It's tipped. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession. Chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Not his best efficiency this quarter. And look, sometimes that's how it goes.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And Robinson is a skilled big. In addition to being an effective scorer inside, he also has a three-point shot to boot.
Robinson hits them both. Baltimore trails by 10. Here's Abdul-Rauf. Still yet to score. Sabonis trying to get open. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
You know, for what Abdul-Rauf lacks in size, he more than makes up for it with speed, ball handling, and the ability to score at all times.
Here's Abdul-Rauf. Banked in off the glass. Abdul-Rauf's got the lead up to 3 now for Baltimore.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
ABC is out there with Wallace. Then there's Anderson. And it's ABC. And it's Pollard in at the center. That's the group on the floor for Portland. That ties the game. Wallace has got himself on the board with 3 there.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
And as tired as they might be after fighting to tie it up, they have all the momentum now to finish this comeback.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Anderson against Abdul-Rauf. Here's Pollard. Pass to Gamble. And another 3 for Portland.
This is why you always have to chase guys off the arc, because everyone has a 3-point shot now.
Anderson against Abdul-Rauf. There's the pass to Maxwell. With the teardrop, count the basket. Maxwell's got 6 points. Portland trailing here. Now here's Anderson. He's got 12. Kicks it to Wallace. This one for 3. No good. Shot missing. Baltimore on offense. Over in the corner, Brown. The 3 from Maxwell. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Wallace has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Anderson outside. Here's Adams. It's rebounded by Maxwell. Abdul-Rauf against Anderson. Here's Abdul-Rauf. 9 points in the game so far, and the shot goes in.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Abdul-Rauf against Anderson. Passes it to ABC. 4 on the shot clock. Drains it from beyond the arc. Gamble's got the game tied up here for Portland.
Well, Anderson, a clever passer, and if a teammate's open, he is looking to deliver.
Maxwell, the pass to Davis. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Davis has got 5 points now in the quarter. Anderson outside. It's good, and it's his 6th make against 11 attempts.
And that's almost automatic anytime he can get the ball in that position.
Pass to Abdul-Rauf. And there's the feed to Brown. Nice defense from Wallace. Brown's gone 2 for 5, shooting 40% from the field here. Here's Adams. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. And it's Baltimore on the break. 1:11 left to play in the third. Pass to Abdul-Rauf. Here's Maxwell. Outside for Davis. Off target from three-point range. And here's Wallace. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. Here's Gamble. He's covered by Brown. ABC passes to Powell. Here's Gamble. 16 points for him. The pass to Adams for the lead. That shot off the mark. Some solid defense from Brown. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Maxwell. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Just an athletic competitor on both ends of the floor. Maxwell can guard both backcourt positions and has a number of ways he can score.
Both free throws good for Maxwell. 19 seconds left in the third.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, you don't have to be quick. You just have to be deliberate.
Barkley outside. The 3-ball. The shot will not fall. And we just finished the third quarter. We've got a whole game here.
Your Trailblazers.
Baltimore leads
78. Baltimore 81.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. On the floor for Baltimore, we've got Kukoc. Maxwell is out there with Smith. Then it's Austin, and it's Abdul-Rahim in at the power forward.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Pass to Wallace. Here's Barkley. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Barkley's got 25 points in the game. Over to the wing. Shoots it. Abdul-Rahim can't hit. Portland trails by 3. Anderson right side. And the basket is good.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Here's Maxwell. Out to Kukoc. Pass to Abdul-Rahim. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And there's Maxwell from beyond the arc. Hits it from three-point range.
3 points.
And Baltimore leads by 4.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Here's Anderson. Goes back up, and it's laid in by Wallace.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for him.
Kukoc passes to Abdul Rahim. He gets that one to drop. He's now 5 of 12.
Yeah, and what you love about Kukoc is the versatility on offense and the terrific court vision.
Here's Ryder. Kukoc with the rebound. Kukoc has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. He kicks to Austin. Here's Maxwell. With the drive. Barkley grabs the board. Barkley's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Anderson passes to Ryder. Pass to Barkley. Baltimore with the rebound. Maxwell's got 5 rebounds tonight. Smith on the wing. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Here's Maxwell to the paint. Picked off in midair. Here's Ryder. The pass to Anderson. Barkley outside. Passes it to Wallace. Anderson outside. He feeds it to Barkley. Over Abdul Rahim. It's good, and the Baltimore lead is cut down to just 2 points from the bucket from Barkley.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
And Baltimore calls time here. And with the fourth quarter push coming up here, the coach going over the game plan, and these players rehydrating themselves with Gatorade, recharging their bodies, refocusing their minds, and getting that strategy down to close out the game. And Portland making a change here. Pollard's checked in. And a switch here also for Baltimore. Sabonis, he's checked in for Austin. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Baltimore's head coach talked to his team during the timeout. Now, with this game up for grabs, coach told his guys to think positive. He said, "We know this game is ours, fellas. We've earned it. I need you to show me right now that you want this." Can they get it done? We'll see, guys.
All right, thank you, David. Here's Anderson. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Taking it up strong against size. He does not lack for confidence.
First team foul.
Really putting the bigger defender on his heels. I love seeing aggressive finishes like that.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for Baltimore.
Look, throughout this entire game, they've done a great job of drawing fouls. And as a result, they got a ton of points from the free throw line. That's keeping them in it.
And tonight we've also seen a lot of great play from them inside. They've been consistent in terms of attacking the interior of this D.
Here he goes. All sorts of time. And Baltimore again with the bucket.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Here's Ryder. Over Smith. Ryder, no good.
How did he break that one? He smoked it. Everything was set up for that to be an easy basket.
Kukoc can't get it to go.
And they're up right now, but it hasn't been because of him. He's really struggled on offense.
It's good, and the Baltimore lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Ryder.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Here's Abdul Rahim. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Barkley's got 11 rebounds in the game.
He's been off. Still, they're up, so not all is lost.
Anderson outside. Pass to Ryder to take the lead. Baltimore with the rebound. Sabonis has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Pass to Kukoc. Portland grabs the miss.
And he's trying to shoot his way out of it. You know, they have the lead, but honestly, I think it might help if he'd be a little bit more selective tonight.
Robinson with it. Now Smith defending. Here's Barkley. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Here's Maxwell, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
Robinson passes to Anderson. Drills it from outside. Anderson's got 21 in the game.
Defense has to be careful with Anderson at the arc. If he finds shots he likes, he can be efficient.
And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. Abdul Rauf, he's checked in for Maxwell.
Mahmoud Abdul Rauf.
Portland trailing here. Anderson outside. And there's the pass to Ryder. To take the lead. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Isaiah Ryder.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And it's tied up with that one. And he can't hit the second.
Listen, there's no doubt he feels like they should have the lead, but that miss will keep it all tied up.
Here's Kukoc. Barkley grabs the board. Feeds to Anderson. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Anderson's got 9 points in the quarter.
No, he's been locked all the way in from the floor, and he's the #1 reason why they're winning right now.
Here's Abdul Rauf. And Barkley sends it back. Anderson outside to the left wing. Here's Ryder, covered by Smith. Teardrop shot. Ryder, no good.
You know, some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
Here's Ryder. Passes to Pollard. Here's Ryder. Pass to Robinson. Just 5 on the clock. Puts it up from 12. Baltimore with the rebound. Abdul Rahim's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Abdul Rauf. And a great assist by Kukoc as that one goes in.
Tony Kukoc.
Kukoc has got his 4th assist in this one. Anderson outside. Pass to Robinson. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Kukoc.
At the line for your Trailblazers, Cliff Robinson.
And the first one drops. Baltimore making a switch here. Brown's checked in. Robinson hits them both. It's been a nice stretch for them offensively.
I mean, the communication's great. The movement's been really good. This is solid team basketball. Abdul Rauf.
And the 3 off target.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
The pass to Robinson. Takes it off the glass.
Yeah, clutch play there. No reason reason to risk the jumper when you can get to the rack.
Reading the defense, sensing the open, he does not hesitate.
And Baltimore calls time here. We've seen the Monster really having a great game.
Well, he's been destroying them inside, and they need a timeout to figure out an answer or a prayer if there is one.
And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, the Monster.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
For three, Smith cans it from downtown. And Baltimore leads by 1.
And seeing Smith there pulling up from deep, his three-point shot is as good as it gets.
Robinson down low. Guarded by Kukoc. They get it again.
Oh, my goodness.
Man. Guys, what a game. 8 lead changes here.
And don't be surprised if it comes down to the last possession.
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. Abdul Rauf kicks to Smith. Pass to Kukoc. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. That gives him a double-double in this one. 10 points and 11 rebounds. Barkley outside.
Baltimore foul. Tony Kukoc. Third personal foul. Fourth team foul. At the line for your Trailblazers, Barkley. Taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that ties the game up. And so making both free throws, that'll give them the lead here.
In a tight game, he is exactly who you wanted at the line.
Abdul Rauf against Anderson. Shot's good by Abdul Rauf. Boy, right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win.
We've got 1:18 left in the fourth. A baseline J. It's rebounded by Pollard. Pollard's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Looking to end his cold spell. The kick out to Anderson. Count it!
You just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And Smith, one of those physical guys at that position, never bashful when it comes to trying to draw contact.
2 shots.
He knocks down the clutch free throw. So both free throws good that time.
Yeah, critical that he's able to convert there. Now they've taken the lead.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 1. There's 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here is Robinson. Barkley trying to break loose.
And when he
he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for him.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Inside. It's in!
And they still have a foul to give at this point.
And Baltimore calls time here. They trail by 3. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Picked his pocket. And now we've got the intentional foul.
He had to foul on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
It's the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 5-point game.
Well, they wanted every last one of those, and he delivered, making it a 2-possession game.
Here's Abdul Rauf. Money! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Defensive breakdown there, no doubt about it. I mean, he's a guy you have to be focused on defensively.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. They lead by 3. 12 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here. He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
And for all the things Anderson does well, it's his ball handling that's the most incredible. He honed those skills growing up as a playground legend in New York City.
Here's Abdul Rauf. Offensive rebound. Kukoc from outside misses. And so it's Portland winning this one. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans. But in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on. But let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. Richard Jefferson, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge
At the line for your Nets, Kevin Garnett, taking 2 shots.
That free throw no good. Brooklyn making a switch here. Ellis is checked in. And he sinks the second.
Well, he's putting his game right in the face of the defense right now and just driving into the paint to get contact.
And it's ABC in at the 2. Inside, Sabonis. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Can't ask for a better look with the game in the balance.
Here's Barros, covered by Smith. Barros' shot is off.
They managed to get the rebound, but that's an area where they've been struggling tonight.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Second team foul.
The first one falls.
They're finding a rhythm from the line as they try to cut into this deficit.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
And they need to play good defense here. That trip to the line helped and hurt.
Pass to the quick. Here's Gill. Clock at 6. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
3 seconds.
Yikes, that one stings there. Hurts so much more to turn the ball over, especially with how tight the game is.
Here's Abdul Rauf. And Baltimore calls timeout here.
They've committed enough fouls to be in the penalty already. Not good. They really need to concentrate on playing strong defense without getting too physical.
It's time for T-shirts.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game.
He has truly put on a show out there tonight, tearing it up on both ends of the floor. So impressive. And the other squad has looked helpless to stop him.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Baltimore's head coach had some words for his team over the break. He applauded their shooting and their shot selection, saying, "We're taking the right threes, not forcing anything. Keep doing that, and they'll continue to fall." Makes the game easy, doesn't it?
And Allie, thanks.
And just great intensity down the stretch. I mean, he really wants to rock with the game on the line.
I'll take a look at him. Locked in right now in this moment. Wants the ball in his hands and feels real comfortable with the shot he's taking.
Timeout call, Brooklyn.
Let's give Coach credit. He's trying to find a way to squeeze the most out of every possession.
Got to feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments. Pull the right strings. That's what they love to do.
To the left wing. And that one is stuffed right through.
VA, I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. Oh, doing damage above the rim. That was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Pass to Sabonis. Here's Abdul Rauf. Deflected. And he lobs it up. Hey, great communication on the lob. And now a 4-point Brooklyn lead.
Smooth finish off a terrific feed.
Man, the timing and execution couldn't have been any better right there. Here's Abdul Rauf. The putback.
And he's doing things on the glass tonight that we don't often see.
Well, this kind of effort will energize the team and get you going, just gobbling up every board.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
So the first one drops, and that puts him up 5.
Dana Barros.
And so he drops them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Free throws always a little bit sweeter when they can add to your lead.
Minute 32 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. 19-footer. And he buries that one. Back rim and in. Abdul Rauf's got 14 points here in the second half. Timeout called. Brooklyn. They lead by 4. There's a minute 26 left in the final quarter. We've got 1:23 left in the fourth quarter here. Garnett, that's good.
And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
Yeah, he's feeling it. Keep feeding him until he misses.
Here's Abdul Rauf. Smith outside. Shot clock at 6. The baseline, Jay. Oh, misses the dunk. Here's Barros, covered by Smith.
They've got ABC. Gill is out there with Garnett. And it's Kittles and it's shooting guard. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. And Garnett misses.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
And it's slammed in by Smith.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
KG, that's good.
Well, the prototypical modern-day power forward comes about as a result of KG paving the way.
And Baltimore calls time here. They're behind by 4. And there's a minute 45 left to play here in the fourth. And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game.
And to me, the best part of his game has been the work he's done inside. I mean, slashing, driving the lane, attacking the basket at every chance. When he's had an opening, he's taken it.
ABC's checked in for the Nets. And a switcher also for Baltimore. Tony Kukoc, he's checked in for Brown. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Thanks, Kevin. Baltimore's head coach talked to his team during the timeout. He said, look, you guys are playing physical and I like that, but it has to be under control. You've committed way too many fouls. You've allowed way too many foul shots. Kevin?
Thank you, David. It's the Nets now, following the bucket by Baltimore. Barros the pass to Kittles. Kukoc with the defensive effort. 1:06 left in the game. Out to Smith to take the lead. No good there.
Well, put all that size to good use. Rip it off the backboard.
Smith against Gill. From from about 16. Yes!
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
Here's Abdul Rauf to the middle. Here's Abdul Rahim. Excellent D there from Garnett.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
So they foul intentionally. So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5.
Dana Barros.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line. And it's a 6-point ball game.
Well, you want to continue to build the lead, so a very productive trip to the line right there.
And Baltimore calls time here. They're trailing by 6. 29 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
And show your appreciation for your Brooklyn dancers.
29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Smith the pass to Abdul Rauf. Down low. Garnett with the steal. And he commits the intentional foul.
Arvidas Sabonis. Second personal foul.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Gill taking 2 shots.
So he gets them both, and it's an 8-point game. 16 seconds left to play in the final quarter.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
I'll tell you, it's never an easy point in the game, knowing whatever you do, you're still coming away with the L.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Third personal foul. At the line
Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 7-point game. Abdul Rauf kicks to Sabonis. Shoots. No good there off the double clutch. And they're going to move on to the conference semifinal. They had control the whole series. They are just rolling now, winning round 1, 4 games to 1.
And they are going to be tough to beat, Kevin. A few days rest afforded by taking this one in 5. Round 2 should be exciting as well.
Well, that'll do it for now. Glad you could join us during this first round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and
Shooting for the Trailblazers, Isaiah Ryder. One shot.
Basically automatic from the line, not the guy you want to send there now.
And Brooklyn with possession here. They lead by 1 on the court right now for Portland. And it's Adams in at the 1. They get it back. Garnett. Yeah!
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Timeout called. Portland. They trail by 3. 27 seconds left in the 4th. And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game.
This is special. We are witnessing a legendary performance here tonight. He is like levels above everyone else on the floor. Something must have clicked for him in warm-ups tonight. He's just come out and he has run wild.
Anderson's checked in for Adams. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen to Portland's head coach talking to his team. He was encouraging his guys, telling them, quote, just continue to run through the plays. Explore the options. You're doing a great job. Now just focus on finishing this one.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Timeout called. Brooklyn. They're leading by 1. We've got 13 seconds left in the game. We've got 13 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
Yeah, and there's no question they have to foul. Now, I'm sure they would have preferred to avoid it.
They didn't really have another option. I mean, I thought they did a nice job getting it in his hands and making sure he was the guy who'd go to the line.
With the depth they have at that spot, they're more equipped than most teams to handle that kind of loss. That's what you need your bigs to do. Step up and control the defensive glass.
And that's an intentional foul.
Getting a little desperate at this stage. I mean, the clock's the big factor.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management is crucial at this time of the game.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
I think it's a wrap. When the game's on the line, he knows how to deliver the crushing blow.
So we see Brooklyn get the win here, and they're still in a tight spot, but you have to applaud the grit they showed to get this win.
You can't ever underestimate a team in the postseason. They fought hard and got a crucial victory.
Game 4 of the NBA Finals is in the books. For Grant Hill, Clark Kellogg, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson thanking...
Here's Ryder. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
They've got Anderson. Barkley is out there with Wallace. And it's ABC. And it's Ryder in at the 2. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Now a timeout called by Portland. They're down by 4. We've got 28 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And now let's present our New Balance Player of the Game. Kevin Garnett.
Well, he's got his field goal percentage in the high 50s, and that says a lot about how well he's been able to kind of exploit the gaps in the defense. His motion, his ability to find open spots on the floor, you can definitely see the difference.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, I had a chance to find out what the Trailblazers coach was going over with his guys. And he begged them, don't give up. He told his guys one possession at a time. Let's go out there and do what we talked about. That's how we get back into this one. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Timeout called the Nets. They're up by 4. There's 21 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Guys, they're holding on to the slimmest of leads.
Yeah, and you can't afford to let that thing get any slimmer. Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game.
Sam Cassell, 2 shots.
And a tough break is his second attempt at the line. No good. When they go to the intentional foul.
Personal foul. Team is in the penalty.
So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6.
Benjamin, 2 shots.
And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game.
No mistakes there. Good free throws to give them just a little bit more cushion.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. They trail by 7. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth. What do you think, guys?
Licking their wounds. It hasn't come together for them tonight.
But they're not going down without a fight. They'll keep game planning and playing until the final whistle.
It counts. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
And an intentional foul right there. First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game. Now a timeout called by Portland. They're behind by 7. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your youth dance squad. All right, fans, that was your youth dance squad. Make some noise.
Here's Ryder. It falls! And now they trail by just 4.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
And now they foul and stop the clock.
4th personal foul.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. That's off as well, so he misses both. Anderson finds Wallace. Here's Ryder. It drops. And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. People were writing their obituary before this game. you